Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Legislative Lens Spotlighting State Laws podcast. In today's episode, we are dealing with Senate Bill 15, or the Save Women's Sports Act of the great state of Texas and the 88th Legislature. All right, this one, I've been kind of waiting to do this recording on this one because this one's more controversial than you'll probably think about. And these episodes that I have done, it is really it's a difficult conversation. I think a lot of us across the country can say that this conversational piece is a very difficult one to have. And so the Save Women's Sports Act, or better known as Senate Bill 15 out of the great state of Texas, is actually requiring college athletes to play sports matching their biological sex stated on their birth certificate. This law only applies to Texas public colleges and follows a similar law back in 2021, House Bill 25. So, this topic is best to be grouped with the next topic in the next episode, which is Senate Bill 14. And believe it or not, this host in general is very non-neutral about this topic. And I agree with the law as written. I understand many people may not like me voicing my opinion on this matter, but I think this is common sense and goes with biology and of the human nature in science. I think it would be repugnant to not understand that females and males have biological traits that are completely separate from one another. And yes, on paper and scientifically, men do have different characteristics than women. That is the science. And believe me, this host in this room is not attacking anyone that is considered to be transgender or going through processes of being transitioning. I just think that in this situation, it is not fair for a man to compete in a woman's sport or vice versa. It's not fair. So, this law, as written, has not seen any judicial process or decree written as written. And in this law is by far probably one of the most controversial in the state. And it can be serious. And this is controversial as Senate Bill 14, which I'm going to go over next episode, and it is it goes in the law. It goes into accumulation with House Bill 25, which blocked same situations with currently restrictions in place during the Texas school district and local municipality and schools. This topic is a difficult one to talk about, and I think universally it is difficult to be against fairness. So all I can say to the proponents or the opponents of said law is it's a difficult topic. And I think universally across the board, I think people can understand that we're in a conversational topic that is going to go on for a while here. This isn't something that's about just going to go away. And it's not about fear mongering. it's not about hate. It's about legitimacy to competition and fairness. And I think everyone can understand that based on the science. This topic is a difficult one. So is the next one. So I appreciate the listen. Hope everyone has a good remaining part of the week. Just to kind of give you the stat line here, it was voted on in the Texas House 93 to 49. And that tells you everything you need to understand. It was widely passed on by I believe it was a few amendments were added to this law, but there was three Democrats that voted for it, and it changes everything, guys. It's a universal law that I think should have been universally understood, and unfortunately, it got to this point. But I appreciate the listen, appreciate the seriousness of the matter, and please join me on another episode as well, and we'll continue these conversations with all the laws that are passed in the great state of Texas here out of the 88th legislature. Thank you.